Deep in the heart of the dense Blackwood forest, an abandoned mansion stood, its once grandeur now reduced to crumbling ruins. The mansion, known as Blackwood Manor, had been the proud residence of the prominent Blackwood family. However, over the years, it had fallen into disrepair, shrouded in an aura of mystery and whispered tales of a curse that loomed over its desolate halls. On a stormy night, a group of thrill-seeking friends, determined to uncover the truth behind the legends, gathered at the outskirts of the forest. Among them was Sarah, a fearless and inquisitive young woman, and her close companions, David, an adventurous spirit, and Emma, a skeptic with a knack for unraveling mysteries. Together, they stood before the foreboding entrance of Blackwood Manor, fueled by a mix of excitement and trepidation. As they stepped across the threshold, the friends' senses were immediately assaulted by an eerie silence that hung heavy in the air. Creaking floorboards and distant whispers played tricks on their minds, but they pressed forward, determined to explore every shadowy corner. The echoes of their footsteps reverberated through the mansion as they ventured deeper into its dark recesses. Strange noises surrounded them, whispers carried by the wind, and unsettling groans that seemed to emanate from the very foundation of the house. Ignoring these signs of impending danger, they soldiered on. Their exploration led them to a locked door, a mysterious barrier guarding a long-forgotten secret. It was Sarah who suggested trying to unlock it. David handed her the lock-picking tools, and with a mixture of curiosity and unease, she set to work. Minutes passed, tension building with each failed attempt, until finally a satisfying click echoed through the room. The door creaked open, revealing a dusty chamber adorned with aged furniture and faded portraits. In the midst of the room lay a worn, leather-bound diary beckoning to be discovered. With trembling hands, Sarah lifted the diary from its resting place and began to leaf through its pages. The words etched on the aged parchment told a haunting tale of the mansion's past. They spoke of a tragic love story, an unspeakable betrayal, and an ancient curse that bound the Blackwood bloodline. Suddenly, a resounding crash echoed from upstairs, jolting the friends from their reverie. They exchanged nervous glances, silently acknowledging the mounting tension. Steeing themselves, they climbed the creaking stairs, each step filling the air with a foreboding symphony. As they reached the top, their breath caught in their throats. Standing before them was the apparition of an old woman, her eyes blazing with a malevolent fire, her gnarled fingers reaching out to ensnare them. It was the vengeful spirit whose curse had plagued the mansion for centuries. Fear coursed through their veins as they turned to flee, only to find that all escape routes had been mysteriously sealed. Panic gripped them as they realized the sinister power of the curse. The spirit began to chant an ancient incantation, chilling resonance that permeated the very fabric of their beings. Desperation fueled their actions as they searched for a means of escape, frantically pulling at locked windows and pounding on sealed doors. Yet their efforts proved futile, and a dreadful realization settled upon them. They were trapped, destined to suffer the same fate as the ill-fated Blackwood family. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as the friends languished within the cursed mansion's confines. Their families, driven by a gnawing sense of loss, searched tirelessly, but their efforts proved in vain. The once vibrant souls slowly faded into shades of their former selves, consumed by the oppressive darkness that enveloped Blackwood Manor. Their families, tormented by grief and the unsolved mystery of their disappearance, never found closure. Meanwhile, the legend of Blackwood Manor grew stronger in the surrounding town. Locals whispered tales of the cursed mansion, warning future generations to steer clear of its haunted halls. Over time, the once grand estate became a mere shadow in the collective memory, a place forgotten but never truly abandoned. Years later, a young woman named Rebecca arrived in the town. Drawn by her insatiable curiosity and an unyielding fascination with the supernatural, she embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind the tales that still shrouded Blackwood Manor. Rebecca sought out the locals, listening intently to their whispered stories and the fragments of truth hidden within. Determined to break the curse and unveil the fate of the lost friends, she spent countless nights poring over old documents and scouring forgotten archives. Her research led her to a forgotten passage, a passage that spoke of an ancient ritual capable of breaking the curse that held the souls captive. Armed with newfound knowledge, Rebecca braved the forest and arrived at Blackwood Manor's decaying entrance. With trepidation, she stepped into the abandoned mansion. The weight of history pressed upon her, the air thick with anticipation. As she ventured deeper into the mansion, she felt a presence, a whisper of the souls trapped within. Rebecca discovered the same locked door that had trapped the friends all those years ago. Drawing on her courage, she managed to unlock it and entered the hidden room. There she found a forgotten artifact, an amulet said to hold the key to breaking the curse. Guided by instinct, Rebecca retraced the steps of the lost friends, sending the creaking staircase to confront the vengeful spirit. As she reached the top, the room fell silent, as if time itself held its breath. The apparition materialized before her, her eyes searching Rebecca's soul. With determination in her voice, Rebecca pleaded with the spirit, sharing her discoveries and her unwavering belief in the power of redemption. A flicker of recognition passed through the spirit's eyes, an echo of the humanity that had been lost. Slowly she lowered her outstretched hand, releasing the friends from their ethereal prison. The curse lifted, the mansion trembled, and beams of sunlight pierced through the broken windows. The once doomed souls found peace, their spectral forms dissolving into the warm embrace of freedom. Rebecca emerged from Blackwood Manor, survivor of the darkness that had consumed so many before her. The mansion itself stood as a testament to the power of redemption, no longer a place of fear but a symbol of resilience and hope. Word of Rebecca's triumph spread through the town, forever altering the narrative surrounding Blackwood Manor. It became a beacon of possibility, testament to the strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Rebecca continued her journey, dedicating herself to helping others trapped by supernatural forces. And as she moved from one haunted tale to another, the souls of Blackwood Manor whispered their gratitude, their voices carried by the wind. Blackwood Manor, once a place of despair, was slowly reclaimed by nature. The dense forest embraced its dilapidated walls, reclaiming the land that had been stolen by darkness. And while the mansion remained an echo of the past, it served as a reminder that even the most cursed of places could find solace and redemption in the hearts of those who dared to believe.